All right, Martin Folse, I promised you I would come on at 2 o'clock to talk about the school system and if letters existed on environmental safety or if they didn't. I know that was a big scuttlebutt on Facebook. So I came in and been doing some street reporting. I know Keith Whiteside interviewed the superintendent yesterday on HTV, and a lot of people were saying, well, he didn't bring the documents. So I called Mr. Philip Martin this morning, and I asked for the documents, and he sent me 12 documents. All right, so I have them in my possession. They're dated September 28th, so they did not come across yesterday, okay? And they namely refer to Broadmoor Elementary, Bayou Black Elementary, Schriever Elementary, Southdown Elementary, Caldwell Middle School, Homa Junior High School, Lisa Park Elementary, Terrebonne High, Village East Elementary, H.L. Bourgeois High School, Coteau Bayou Blue Elementary, Oakshire Elementary. So there's the schools that this statement pertains to, and it reads, and it was written to Mr. Sammy Poinson, Plant Operations Manager of Terrebonne Parish School District, from Lee Ritter, the President of Ritter Consulting Engineers. I have reviewed the sampling at the school listed site conducted by Element Building Sciences. We have determined the efforts to mitigate, remediate, and final clean the site have met satisfactory standards to return employees and students to the site. If you have any further questions or additional concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me to address them further. So this was to answer some of the Facebook comments that no such letter existed or no such consultant went into school. All right, we got that out the way. I called Lee Ritter. I went further. Called Ritter Consulting Engineers, and Mr. Ritter, I spoke with him, and he was pretty upfront with me, and he said, look, I'll put everything in writing and send it to you. And he sent me an official statement. He's from Lafayette. Martin, the following is my statement. The mitigation process was begun by the school district with the goal of returning the schools to the public in a safe environment that is similar to the environmental conditions on the day before the storm devastated the area. Mitigation work was completed by Norris and Boudreaux General Contractors, CMR Construction and Roofing, LLJ Environmental, and several environmental subcontractors who are contracted directly with the school district. Independent air testing was conducted by Element Building Sciences under contract with the district. The results of the air quality tests were reviewed by my firm, Ritter Consulting Engineers, and peer-reviewed by Premier Environmental Consultants. Recommendations were given to my office to the school system to reopen schools and/or parts of the schools when we felt they were safe based on the results of the testing. Some parts of the schools may have required additional cleaning, and the mitigation contractors performed this additional work to reach clean levels that were acceptable. All work standards were performed under the CRC S500 standard for professional water damage restoration, and again on the CRC S520 standard or professional mold remediation. In addition to this work, the district has instituted the COVID cleaning protocol in an effort to maintain these environments safely as students and staff return to school. These additional efforts will continue for the foreseeable future. I'm working closely with Becky Bro, Terrebonne Parish School District Business Manager, and Superintendent Philip Martin on these measures. We will continue to make decisions that are in the best interest of the students and staff as they return to the schools. Every part of this team that the school system has assembled to recover from this disaster has the same goal: safe, clean, healthy schools. That statement from Mr. Lee Ritter, the president of Ritter Consulting Engineers. Once again, a lot of people called Joni Petrie and Darla Bergeron here at HTV to ask me to look into the fact if there were anybody that went into schools to look at the safety. I guess this was because they didn't know if it actually took place. I'm confirming 12 different letters, 12 different schools I just named. I do have a follow-up statement from Mr. Lee Ritter. It doesn't mean anybody does not have the right to question the safety of their child, or if you're a teacher, you can definitely challenge that. If you're a janitor, if you're anybody in the school system, I'm just confirming that the letters do exist. There was a team of mitigation people that went in. I have the documents. And you asked me to look into it to see if the documents actually existed. I did that. So I have the documents. We will be glad to continue looking at anything else you might have. We've been really getting after FEMA, trying to get FEMA monies on the ground. I think that's been paying off. We're hearing that it's escalating a little more. And I know Representative Tanner McGee's been wholeheartedly behind that effort. Also, we've been trying to get insurance companies to make their customers whole. A lot of good companies in Terrebonne Parish have done that, and we're going to continue to bring that to the forefront. The safety of your children is paramount. We understand that, but I want to make sure you're getting the facts on Facebook and not things that are made up by some people that might have an axe to grind with the school system or something of that nature. We're looking at facts. I do have the letters from the superintendent of Terrebonne Parish. I'm going to paste them on our Facebook page. I do have a letter from the president of the consulting engineers who also hired others to go into school for testing. They say it is safe. And mainly it's the consulting engineer group that says it is safe. You may agree or disagree with those findings. This is America. You have a right to do that. I just wanted to set the record straight that these letters do exist.